Hi there, I'm Mike. What I have for you today is Star Wars: The Black Series Princess Leia Organa, Hoth. Go ahead and take a look at this picture of her while I read the bio on the back of the box. Princess Leia Organa was one of the Rebel Alliance's greatest leaders, fearless on the battlefield and dedicated to ending the tyranny of the Empire. In the battle on Hoth, Leia helped evacuate Rebel forces as Darth Vader and his fleet descended upon the Rebel base. Hey, that bio had something to do with the part of the movie that she is in when she's wearing this. That's fun. Princess Leia has had a bad time so far in the Black Series. Her first figure was her in her slave outfit and a mediocre likeness at best. Her most iconic figure didn't even look a little bit like her at all. Leia has been overdue for a good figure for a long time, basically since the beginning of the line. Princess Leia was portrayed by Carrie Fisher, rest in peace. This is how she looked in Empire Strikes Back. Towards the beginning and pretty much all through until they get to Bespin, she's wearing this outfit. It is probably my favorite outfit that she wore, slash hair combo. Whether it's the cinnamon buns or this one where she has the braided loop kind of around her head. Princess Leia is known for what she kind of wears and looks like. Whether that's good or bad, it just kind of is what it is at this point. But Hasbro has pretty faithfully recreated that look here. Her face has never looked better thanks to that real face printing technology. The shading, the painting on the face, the sculpt, everything just kind of looks like Carrie Fisher and it looks beautiful. She's wearing practical clothes that look very comfortable. I mean, she's hanging out in the icy halls of Echo Base on Hoth, of course she should. It's just really nice to finally say that despite all of the flaws that Hasbro's had in the past with getting faces to look like the actors that portrayed them, they finally nailed this one, and this was one that they really had to nail. So I'm giving it the full point, thankfully. So let's talk about what she comes with. First of all, she comes with the blaster. Now this is the standard Rebel blaster, the DH-17. We've gotten it tons of times in the Black Series so far. At varying levels of sculpting and paint, you know, what kind of plastic it's molded out of, a light gray, a black, dark gray. There's a lot of different things going on with blasters in the Black Series line. This is molded in a black plastic with silver painted on the end like it should. It looks fine. It's not quite as detailed or sharp as it is on the Rebel Fleet Trooper, but it's fine. Thankfully, unlike Bespin Han Solo, this is not the only thing she comes with. She also comes with her pair of welding goggles. They're molded in a black plastic and they do have kind of a dark gray paint over them that gives it a nice two-tone color. The goggles fit on her head, they fit over her eyes, they fit in her hand. There's a lot of different ways you can have these goggles and I'm super glad that we have them because she had them in the movie and it's a fun little accessory to have because it pairs well with her next accessory, which is the welding torch she used to help fix the Falcon when the hyperdrive went out and they were stuck in the asteroids. Now granted, it's cool it comes with this, but it really should have a lot more paint on it. It should have some silver paint. It also should have a little cable going down to a little box that was plugged into the Falcon, but you know, I don't have a Falcon, so maybe it's okay without that. But I really do wish that it had some paint on it, but the detailing on it is pretty nice. Plus it gives her that good Rosie the Riveter pose, like you can do it. She can do it. And lastly, she has a removable vest. The vest is made of a very soft plastic, but it's still molded really well. It's easy to pull off and it goes back on really nicely. And honestly, I feel stupid because it wasn't until I pulled this outfit off that I realized that she's basically the exact same figure as the Bespin Escape Leia that we got recently that I haven't reviewed yet. You could almost use this as a review for that figure, but don't. I'm gonna do that separately someday. But it really wasn't until this that I realized that this outfit is the same for the most part. Her boots are a little different in that, and her hair is down like it was at the end of Empire Strikes Back, but the body is pretty much exactly the same, especially without the vest on. And it's just, I feel dumb for not noticing that before. So anyways, I'm giving her the full point because she deserves it. Let's go ahead and take a look at articulation. Her head turns side to side. It has a little bit of a waggle. It goes forward a little bit and back a little bit. Her arm moves out this far and goes all the way around. It has a single jointed greater than 90-degree bend at the elbow. She also has an elbow swivel. She has a swivel at the wrist as well as a wrist hinge. This wrist hinges this way. She has a waist joint. It goes forward this far and back this far. Her leg moves forward this far, back that far. Upper thigh rotation, double jointed knee, hinge at the ankle, as well as an ankle rocker. With this being Leia's widest stance with both her feet flat on the ground. Everything's pretty standard now. I can't really think of anything she's missing that I feel like she should have. I can't really think of anything that's really super good and stand out. I mean, her head's fine, her arms move fine, her torso moves fine, her legs move fine. Everything's fine. It's just, it's good. It's a good amount of articulation. So I'm gonna give her the full point there. Moving down to paint and sculpt. On the surface, it looks like she's pretty dull and boring. She's just wearing white with off-white and gray. It doesn't look like there's a lot going on there, but when you really get down to it, on the suit itself is a lot of subtle sculpting. The pads, the lines, everything looks fantastic. Even on her arm, she has the little kind of controls. I'm guessing they're like thermal controls or something, but those are painted very, very sharply, very, very crisply. Even her vest is molded with a lot of great detail and has paint on it. The boots also have a nice coat of paint over them. It doesn't really stand out. It just kind of contrasts and it looks really, really nice. It's a great presentation of a very iconic suit that really isn't very flashy. And I like that because when something looks this boring, you really want it to be perfect. And they pretty much got it perfect. The only real downside here in the sculpting is her hands. And I didn't know whether to put this on her hands or on the accessories, but I cannot get her to properly hold her gun for any reason. Her gun constantly falls out of her hand. Her hand is too small or the gun is too big, I don't know, but she has a sculpted trigger finger, but I can't get the trigger finger to go in there. No matter how hard I try, no matter how careful I am, I just can't get her to properly hold the gun. And it's kind of a bummer. But honestly, it's not that big of a deal. So I'm gonna give it a 0.75. So down to want and availability. Yes, I wanted it. She was in my top 10 wish list. Like I said earlier, this is my favorite outfit of Princess Leia. We're overdue for a good Leia. Of course I wanted this Leia. And it's nice because it's not that we just finally have a decent Leia, we pretty much have a perfect Leia. In terms of availability, she's number 75 in the regular lines, so she's currently hitting stores right now. You should find her on shelves. And if you can't, you can always order online like I did. I have a feeling she might be kind of hard to find, but who knows? It's always hard to tell with some of these figures. But I'll give her the full point for sure. I don't really have any reason not to. So that gives us a final score of 4.75 out of 5. Honestly, she is nearly perfect. The only thing that really kind of holds her back is just the gun thing, and that's really overall a minor complaint. I really like this figure. She looks great on the shelf. She looks great next to Han. Empire Strikes Back is my favorite movie, so any character that I get from that movie is always going to be a win in my book. No matter how boring, no matter how plain, I don't care. But Princess Leia is none of those things. She's perfect. So if you like Empire as much as I do, or you feel like we're overdue for a Princess Leia figure that's really good, then this is a figure I really think that you'll like. So that's it for my Princess Leia Hoth review. What did you think? Do you have it? Do you want it? Are you gonna get it? Let me know in the comments down below. I love to read and respond to those. There's also a couple of different ways in the downstairs area that you can help my channel out if you want to. Like, share, subscribe, you know, the normal YouTube stuff that people say at the end of every YouTube video. And that's it. Thanks for getting this far, and I'll see you later. Bye.